Hello. My name is Peter Liu, L-I-U. My real Chinese name is Liu Ping. We pronounce the L-I-U first. Ping, P-I-N-G, like a ping pong. My real Chinese name. So Liu Ping is my real Chinese name. I become Peter 8 years ago. I become a US citizen. Finally, I have Peter on my passport. Okay. So I'm working for the company CITSLINC. How do you remember us? China International Travel Service Link, CITSLINC. All the chamber tour to China did by our company. We're working with over 1,000 chambers in US, over 300 chambers in Canada. Peter already fly 3 million miles to go through all the chambers. I've been to all the 50 US states, all the 10 provinces of Canada. The far north I travel is the Yellowknife, almost in the Arctic Circle. The far east Peter travel is Songjiang, Newfoundland. They snow on me 2 times. July 1st. July 1st is still snow. So if you go there, you've been there before, you know I was there. Anyway, so we've been to do the China trip since 1999. The first China trip, they celebrate the New Year of 2000 to 2000 January 1st. It was on the Great Wall. Everybody happy to see the white Great Wall. They think that is too cold. So now the day we do the chamber trip to China, only spring and fall. We think that is too better season to visit China. Not very hot, not very cold. So the temperature just right for us. But still, we ask you dress in layers. Beijing is only northern part of China city we visit. Beijing, the weather like New York City. Before I told everybody, oh, Beijing never snow on October. 1 year, Beijing did snow. Okay, so the people from Canada, oh, we see the white Great Wall, they are very happy. People from Florida, they are chilly to death. So dressing layers is the key. You know, lady in blue jeans, very comfortable. Very comfortable walking shoes. High heels will help you climb a wall. You can never come back. So dressing in layers. Even Peter traveling in summer, I have my North Face rain-approved jacket. So at least one jacket like mine. A very light sweater is you. Casual dressing layers for the whole trip. This trip includes 4 cities here: Beijing, Shanghai, Suzhou, and Hangzhou. These 4 cities is the top China city in China. Not every Chinese city is above the average. Like any major American city, just like New York City, Chicago, Houston, Dallas, Toronto. Okay, you don't feel like time traveling back. Okay, the small city you visit this time is Suzhou, number 3, Suzhou. They are too small, no airport there. Guess how many people there? 9 million people. No airport, too small. You have to fly, day 5, you fly from Beijing to Shanghai. Bus ride, 1.5 hours to Suzhou. Hangzhou, roughly 10 million people, have a tiny airport, maybe like Dallas Love Field Airport, smaller than your main airport here. Okay, Beijing, 22 million people in Beijing, 24 million people in Shanghai. Majority of Americans, we know Beijing, right? The capital of China, holding the 2008 Summer Olympic. The Great Wall there, Forbidden City there, Tiananmen Square there, Ming Tomb, Temple of Heaven, Summer Palace, that's all in Beijing. Also, I don't know if you guys know, Winter Olympic, next Winter Olympic, 2022, will happen in Beijing and Zhangjiakou, 2 cities together. So if you're happy with our tour 2020, well, Peter, I want to join you for the Winter Olympic opening ceremony. You're welcome to go to China again with us to see the beautiful opening or closing ceremony for the Winter Olympic. And the stadium we will use, remember the bird net, water cube for the 2008 Summer Olympic, we will still use that two stadium again. This time, you can go there to take a picture from the distance, show your friend, this two stadium, I was there 2020, before the Winter Olympic, you was there, okay? That's Beijing. Shanghai. Majority of all American people, we know Shanghai as well. They are economic capital. So there are stock market in Shanghai. There are financial centers. So the famous picture about Shanghai, all the Shanghai skylines, one very, very tall, look like a bottle opener, have a square on the top. One even taller than the bottle opener. That is the second tallest building of the world. Number one is Dubai Tower. Number two, that is the New Shanghai area. And you also see a TV tower, look like a CN Tower. CN Tower number one, Moscow Tower number two. That is number three tower, tallest tower of the world. Oriental Pearl TV Tower in the New Shanghai. Why you want to go to China? You want to see how fast the China grows. I mean, nowadays, a foreigner like you go to China, and the local people not stare at you anymore. If you go to China 35 years, 40 years ago, even Peter, I will stare at you. Why you have a green eye, blue eyes? Why you have a taller nose than the Chinese people? We call you big nose, okay? Yeah, so if you go to China 35 years ago, Peter's mom, as a nurse in Qingdao, the Chinese beer city, only make $5 a month. That's 35, 40 years ago. 23 years ago, when Peter first time come over to America, I remember 1996, October 24th, my mom make $50 a month. Why I remember that? At that time, I make $5 1 hour, so 8 hours, I make $40. Sometimes I work overtime, so one day my salary, like my mom's each month's salary. Okay, now a nurse make $500 to $800 a month in my hometown. Nurse in Beijing or Shanghai make $1,200, $1,500 a month. So from $5 a month to $1,200, $1,500 a month. That's a big change for the past 35, 40 years for the Chinese people. In Peter's childhood, you ask me, how much, Peter, you want to make in your salary when you grow up? I said, I want to make $200, $250 a month. I will be rich. Now all the Chinese people can make more than $250 a month already. So that is a big change, Chinese people. So you see the old place and the new place, okay? That's Beijing and Shanghai. Suzhou and Hangzhou. If you never go to China before, you don't know that two cities. But in Chinese word, they said, up there is heaven, down there is Suzhou and Hangzhou. Suzhou and Hangzhou is the heaven on earth. So two beautiful cities. Even in Marco Polo's journal, they have a Suzhou city already. The starting of the Silk Road, so the silk actually starting from the Suzhou neighborhood. 68%, or almost 70% of Chinese silk, S-I-L-K, silk product from the Suzhou neighborhood. Another name for Suzhou, if you look online, Venice of the East. Lot of river in town. You will visit, you can do a optional tour, $29. You can do a boat ride on the Grand Canal, longest man-made river on Earth, more than 1,000 miles long, more than 1,100 years old. If you join us for the boat ride, you see the one-story, two-story building been there for a long time. Also, you visit a local market at that time. The before we use the supermarket, we go to the local market to buy the product from the farmers. Okay? And then you see the living fish. You say, I want that fish. Take the fish out, hammer the fish, fish die. They put the grass on the fish's mouth. You carry the fish traditional way. Okay? Or you see the living chicken there. I want that chicken. They take the chicken out, chop the chicken head, get all the blood out, and get all the fur out of the hot water, you get a chicken. My mom go to the market to buy the things every day. So I know my chicken soup, my chicken died this morning. Very fresh. When you go to the market, supermarket, your chicken may die half a year ago, a few months ago. So I know my chicken, my fish, very, very fresh. More fresh, we think means more nutrition. So we like the fresh food. So you go there to see the bullfrog or see the turtle or crabs. Traditional way they selling to you. You pick them alive. Okay. Anyway, that's something be interesting for the foreigner to go to China. Okay. And also, Suzhou is famous for the garden. If you ever go to Metropolitan Museum in New York City, they have a garden in the second floor, Chinese section. That the garden, every plant, every stone, every part, shaped from Suzhou. When we mean the Chinese garden, other than the Royal Garden in Beijing, we mean the Suzhou Seal Garden. There are 4 most prevalent gardens in China. 3 of them located in Suzhou. You will visit one of them. 1 located in Shanghai, and still Suzhou Seal Garden. You will go to my favorite place in Suzhou, in China. That is the Lingering Garden. Every corner, every window you look out is a different picture. You also will see the 500 years old bonsai tree there, and only there. Think about it. We've been taking care of that tree in the vase for the last 500 years. If anybody didn't do a good job, we didn't see the tree anymore. My mom go to China for half a year. All my mom plant die in my home. I don't know how, but they died. I think they did a wonderful job to keep the tree alive for the last 500 years. Okay, that is in Suzhou. Suzhou, you also visit a temple. Chinese people believe Buddhism, so you don't have to believe Buddhism, but you go there to see where do they pray. When the Chinese people come over here, go to New York City, the 5th Avenue, go to St. Patrick Church, see where do you pray. You go there to see where do they believe, what they believe, where do they pray. So it's very interesting. That's in Suzhou. Hangzhou, #1 tourist spot for the domestic travelers. If you have a 1 Chinese money bill, on the back, that is 3 statues from West Lake, from Hangzhou. All the Chinese people, we know West Lake. And these are just 3 statues. I want you take a picture while you on the boat. You see the 3 statues. You show the 1 Chinese money bill. You show them, they are in China most famous place, the West Lake. That's 3 statues on the 1 Chinese money bill. And Hangzhou, the whole city for Hangzhou, look like a big park. And also the Hangzhou, #1 Chinese green tea place, Dragonville Chinese green tea, Longjingcha Dragonville green tea. You actually will go to the tea plantation yourself. I want you to pick a fresh tea leaf, watch it, and chew a fresh tea leaf to see before they cook to the green tea what it tastes like. I promise it's a much better tea than the Starbucks tea here. Take a picture, show your real green tea. You might want to buy something after the tour there. So that is a trip for the 2499 price. And then I will show you the video. Some of you already saw it, but again, I will show you the video. During the video, I will talk for you all the spots there. And also, this video not made by Peter, not made by our company. It's made from the real passenger just like you. If you think you can make better video, you have more talent, next year I can use yours. Yeah, give me your video, I can use yours next year.